Welcome back to Mountain Connections. Right now we are joined by Kathy Anderson to talk about Park City School District's Early Childhood Program. Kathy, thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
So tell me more about the school district's Early Childhood Program, what involves, what they have for classes. We're primarily focusing on this preschool age, but what exactly does the school district offer for these kids?
Okay, this is our 10th year of having preschool in the Park City School District, and we have we have classrooms in every elementary school. So started off with a smaller program, but we've grown now. We have wait lists for all of our full day 4-year-old classes. So the district follows what they call a 30-30-30 model. So they provide 30% of the funding for the program. Classrooms, of course, they provide that. And then 30% comes from grants. One of our biggest cheerleaders and sponsors is the Park City Education Foundation. We couldn't do our program without them. And then the other third of our program comes from tuition for the students in our program. And tuition's based on a sliding scale based on income because we want to make our program affordable to everybody that wants to be there. So.
And I'm glad that you mentioned Park City Education Foundation because you're right, without their help and their funding, it'd be hard for you to be able to do what you need to do with early childhood education right here at the Park City School District. So tell me a little bit more about their impact on your programs.
When our program started in 2011, we were able to to furnish the classrooms from Obama's stimulus package. And then the Park City Education Foundation came in as a partner immediately, giving $25,000 toward the program. And then that turned into a $100,000 a year signature grant. They've also given us numerous express grants, especially through COVID. Teachers have written grants to get more materials, more supplies, playground equipment, and the Education Foundation has come through every time helping us with our program. So we started with just half day for 3-year-olds. 3-year-olds come twice a week. 4-year-olds were coming 4 times a week, half days, but we found a real need in the community to make this a full day program for the 4-year-olds, for families who work. And so we've been able to expand that to be a full day 4-year-old program Monday through Thursday. Fridays are used for teachers for prep time, and we do professional development as well to help the teachers learn best practices in helping these children. And this year we did our registration a little bit differently. We held it through a lottery so we could reach out to our low-income families first and secure spots for those kids. And we work with Holy Cross Ministries and other preschool programs in the area to locate these kiddos to make sure they have a spot in our program before we open it up to the general public.
And speaking of this past year, it's been challenging for many, many reasons. What things has the early childhood education program at Park City School District had to do and had to change, and how has that been going?
It's been going so well. We have been in person since September 2nd. We've had no transmissions within the classrooms of preschoolers. They're much better at wearing masks than a lot of adults. A lot of cleaning procedures. The school district brought in all kinds of different cleaning, from the HEPA filter system to continual cleaning of the classrooms. The kids are also very good at helping clean. We have plexiglass in between tables. One difference is we don't really leave the classroom that much except for to go outside for recess. We don't go to the cafeteria for lunch. We sit in groups with the same students a lot of the day, but then we still do whole group and we move around quite a bit. But we've had to change the program just a bit because of contact tracing. But the kids are so happy to be there. The teachers are so happy, and the test results are really showing that. So that's been really exciting this year.
Really good to hear that news. And as you look back at this year, you mentioned some things that have come out of it, all these changes, and also how resilient the students have been and the staff and able to implement these changes and take them in a way to be able to still learn and progress throughout this year. Anything else that you think about that are real positive impacts and things that have come out of this past school year that are really a great change and a great impact on this program?
I think teachers just really taking the time to get to know their students and not just their academic needs, but their emotional needs. And since we haven't been able to have families and parents come into the classroom because of COVID-19, the teachers have gotten really strong with their communication methods. We use something that it's called Class Dojo, and it's a program that teachers can send messages back and forth to families, pictures every day of what's going on in the classroom. So I feel like in a strange way, parents are probably even more informed as to what's going on in the classroom because these teachers are instantly communicating. This program also translates into Spanish. Staff is able to see which parents have looked on their Class Dojo site. And so it's been a really helpful tool through this. And then also just the support of the district and the Park City Education Foundation that, long-term studies have shown that children who attend preschool complete high school, more regular complete high school, more years of college, lifetime income. And for every dollar spent in early childhood education, there's $13 given back. And that those children are targeted early in their education so they don't need interventions. Perhaps they don't need special education because they come into school stronger and on a level playing field in kindergarten with other children that attend preschool as well. So just making it affordable to everybody in Park City. And we have a big wait list. So hopefully we'll be able to continue to expand our program in the future.
If our viewers want more information about the early childhood education program here at the Park City School District, or if they're interested in registering their child, if they have a student that will be that age next year, where should they go? What should they do?
Okay, if they go to the Park City School District website, which is pcschools.us, and if you click on the schools link, there's a drop-down menu for preschool, or they can call the Park City School District office, 435-645-5600, extension 1443, and talk to Dina. She does our registration for us. So we do have spots available in our 3-year-old program and a wait list for the 4s. But
well, thank you so much, Kathy Anderson, for joining us today, telling us more about the early childhood education program right here locally with the school district. It's good to hear how things have changed, how positive this past year has been, and we appreciate the staff, the students, everyone for doing the best they can to have a successful school year. We'll be back with Habitat for Humanity and our giveaway right after this.